know that your child's brain develops faster in the first 6 years than at any other time? In fact, by the age of 6, their brains already has 90% of the adult brain. Incredible, isn't it? Yes, this is a fascinating knowledge, especially if we get to know this early enough and put the things I'm going to share into place. And even if your child is older than 6, do not be discouraged, do not be dismayed. Start from where you are. Yes, start from where you are. So if you are a parent, you're a caregiver, you're a teacher, or someone who works with children, someone who loves children, this video is for you. And I am excited because I am a parent myself, and there are things for me as well. So I am Choma Okoli, your early years parent coach and the founder of the Expedient Parent Academy. Welcome for coming on board this journey with me. So today we are talking about the 4 pillars of brain development, learning to nurture young minds. Yes. So let's get right into the conversation for the day. What is pillar number one? Pillar number one is love and connection. Pillar number two is enriching play. Pillar number three is language and storytelling. Pillar number four is nutrition, sleep, and movement. So let's take this one after the other. Um, the Harvard School of Child Development, research from the Harvard School of Child Development found out that um, the play or the connection, the mother-child interaction of serve and return is very crucial for brain architecture. So what does this serve and return? What is it like? Serve and return is when your child gives you a cue or communicates something and you respond on that on what that child has communicated, you're returning your child what your child has served you. A typical example is when a child who is when a neonate, a child within the first 28 days cries because the diaper is wet, and you pick that baby up and you clean up the baby. The child served you a cue and you returned it by cleaning the child up. When the child cries because the child is happy, because the child is hungry, you pick the child up and feed. The child has served you a cue and you acted on it. Or when you're playing with your child and your child is smiling, you're saying something, you're giggling, and your child is smiling, and all of that. That is serve and return. Very crucial for brain development. And if you're a parent who have a young child, less than 1 year, less than 3 months, less than 6 years, this is for us. For us, because I have a 10 months old and it's my favorite connection moment with him every day. All right, so the next pillar is enriching play. It is Dr. Stuart Brown who said that the brain's favorite way of learning is through play. Yeah, the brain's favorite way of learning is through play. So you want to give your child space to play. You want to give your child the opportunity to play. And you don't have to make the child feel guilty for playing. All right, this is their brain developing. So when children play, they're not just having fun, they are learning how to problem solve, they are learning how the world works, they are learning how things are built, they're learning how things are made, they are trying different things out. So it's good for their brain development. All right, and so the third thing we're going to talk about the third thing we're going to talk about here is language and storytelling. So it is said, research has found out that children whose parents read to them on a daily basis, tell them stories, sing to and with them, they have more vocabulary than children whose care is lacking in these three essential things. So children start learning language right from when they are in the womb. Have you ever wondered why you play a particular song often when you're pregnant and your child comes out and something troubles your child and your child is crying and you put that song and your child is quiet? You know what's happening? The child has been hearing that song while in the womb. And so now the child is out and the child is hearing the same sound. The brain is saying, oh, this is familiar. We've heard this before. Okay, let's pay attention. We loved it the first time. We've heard it several times, so let's listen again. So brain language development is something that starts in the womb. But if your child is out, it's not late. Start playing songs, start telling stories, start gisting with your child, even when you feel the child is not understanding. You're developing the child's logic. You're developing the child. When you do this, you're developing the child's logic, emotions, and literacy parts of the brain. And emotional part of the brain because of how you tell the stories, right? So it isn't just about telling the stories, it's also about how you tell it. It's also about the emotions that come into place when you're telling the stories, and this is essential. And then the last pillar we'll be talking about is nutrition, sleep, and movement. The brain is an organ, And so it thrives on nutrients just like any other organ in the body. So while we are trying to develop the brain, we should also feed the brain with what it needs to fuel and work with. All right. And sleep is essential for memory and brain development too. So keep your child in that space where they sleep and they enjoy sleeping and they have adequate sleep. Movement is also good because it controls body brain coordination. So you want to be in that space where your child is moving, whether it is moving food into the mouth, whether it is stacking building blocks together, whether it is holding hands with you and dancing. By all means, let your child move. And if you pay attention to everything I've mentioned, there are things we can do readily without having to buy anything or break the bank. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscription button, share this video, leave your comments and your likes, and we will come your way next week, Friday. Do have an amazing day, everyone.